What's going on, everyone? Let's go ahead and get this live stream started. The Lookout live stream session. Today is March the 20th, 2020. We're going to go over some cryptocurrencies that our artisan members want us to talk about throughout the week. Now, if this is your first time watching this particular video, you guys can understand that this is an opportunity for us to converse and collaborate with our artisan members to see which other charts they are interested in looking at so that we can try to understand and get in a position as to where the market is headed. Real quick, as more and more people come into this live stream, I just want to say good morning to each and every one of you. We have a lot of people from Houston in the building. Welcome you all to this live stream. Hopefully the information that we are going to give you all today will set us in position for that we can win in the market. And we're here to give you all this information the unconfusing way. All right. We all need to be careful into how we're able to analyze the market. Many people try to use technical indicators on their price chart just to try to garner where price is going to go, when in actuality it's not that hard. You know, once you understand language analysis, you're able to actually predict and forecast where prices are going to go, all without being confused. So definitely welcome to everyone who is here currently in our live stream. We're going to take the moment out, and I wanted to show you all how you can actually participate during our Lookout live stream sessions. We did an actual small snippet advertisement for the perks that we're offering here on this particular channel. So I just want you all to take a quick second, sit back, and let's listen to this advertisement real quick, okay?
Glad to see you made it here. Congratulations. We have the most interesting perks packages that makes an excellent choice. 2, for instance, enables you to participate in our daily or live stream price prediction videos. The first is our Apprentice perk. This perk enables you to participate in predicting the market moves in a fun, social way. You'll use our custom market call emojis to describe your thoughts and achieve recognition while at it. You'll also receive access to our loyalty badges to let everyone know that you are a proud backer of HueFin News. And at HueFin News, your recognition goes a long way. You'll be recognized with every comment you leave on our videos and contributions on live streams with our loyalty badges. The second perk is our Artisan perk. This has the greatest value. The Artisan perk not only gives you complete access to perks from the Apprentice membership, but enables you to choose a price chart that you'd like for us to review during our The Lookout live stream sessions. In these sessions, you'll have ample opportunity to express your thoughts on the market moves, contribute, or ask questions. We're bringing these 2 amazing perks to enable our supporters to engage better with us. And we're the only channel on YouTube that does this. Don't hesitate to join the elite community. Snag out the Apprentice perk at just $1.99 a month, or the Artisan for only $4.99 a month. Why wait? Go trade differently. Glad to see.
Pretty good question, right? Why wait? We're simply here to make sure we create a community of individuals who are interested in winning in the markets, who are interested in calling the markets. So if that is interesting to you, I wanted to show you all the screen here of all of our perks. We only have 2 perks right now, this particular moment. The first one is the Apprentice perk, where you get the loyalty badges as well as these custom emojis right here to where you can learn how to call the markets right alongside with us. So for whatever chart we look at, for whatever video we upload, whenever we do our live streams, you're able to utilize these custom emojis right alongside with us so you can also see and try to gauge where you expect price to go. Also, this is the Artisan perk right here. All right, this is what we're doing right now on this live stream. We're going through some particular charts that our artisan members wanted to look at. You have to pick out this perk right here in order to collaborate and look at some other charts that you may be interested in. Like if you wanted to see some other altcoins into the market that we really don't cover here on this particular channel, make sure you need to hit this perk right here so we can look at that price chart, because we want to get everyone ample amount of opportunity to see what we see on the price chart based off the trap. Okay, so let's break down these 3 charts that our artisan members want us to take a look at. The first one that we're going to look at right now is Polkadot. You guys can see, being fully transparent with each and every one of you, we did a prediction into the market in Polkadot, and we expected the market to dip slightly in the market back here on March the 5th. Now, we really pay attention to the trap, right? The trap is the one you see on the bottom left side of my screen. Don't let no one tell you anything different. The trap is the one who controls the price. Wherever you see price go, It is him or her who is directing the flow of price. It doesn't have nothing to do with fundamental analysis. It doesn't have anything to do with technical indicators. It is his purpose to make sure that he brings those who are willing to buy and those who are willing to sell together on an agreement on price, right? So that is his whole purpose. And every price bar you see on my price chart, every volume bar you see on the bottom of the chart is his work. He coordinated all of this price action that you see for Polkadot and any other market you may look at. So once you really focus in on what he does, you're actually able to predict and forecast where prices are going to go. So in this particular situation for Polkadot, we expected the market to go lower, and it really hasn't been doing it. So what does that let you know about Polkadot? I want you all to leave me a comment in the comment section and tell me, what do you think Polkadot is? Do you think the market is strong, or do you think it is weak based off the price history you see here on the daily time frame? Where do you think we're going to go? Because for us, we need to get into that mind frame of coordinating and expecting to see where price is going to go. Because currently the market is definitely going against our prediction, but we need to see whether or not the market is going to break that ascending line to the downside. Okay, we got Manny. He is saying that he thinks $50 is where the market in Polkadot is going to go, because you can tell, based off the market in Polkadot right now, we are still seeing this market in an upward trend. No doubt about it. We've seen the market in Polkadot bounce and hold this trend for a while. And the longer that we see this market in Polkadot trade on the left side of that ascending line, we will see the market in Polkadot go higher. The demand in Polkadot is still in play. So we got Brian. He's saying that the market in Polkadot is strong. With the right volume, I agree with Manny, $50. Okay. So Ananicia, what do you think about the volume? What do you mean in terms of volume? Do you think the volume needs to increase to reach $50, or does it need to decrease in order for it to see price go up to $50? I hope I'm pronouncing your name right as well too. Okay, so I would agree with Brian and Manny. The strength in Polkadot is strong. Walker writes in the comment, he see that $50 is attainable into the market in Polkadot. So one thing that we're going to do on this particular video is we're going to get rid of our prior prediction. It was incorrect. It wasn't right. We missed it. It happens. But we can come up with that affirmation that since we got that wrong, that the weakness is not here currently in the market in Polkadot. So there's only 3 ways that the market can go. Okay. I really want you all to realize that 3 ways. So the market can either go higher, lower, or go sideways. So by us expecting Polkadot to go lower in price and it didn't do it, then that completely takes that option out the table. So since we're not really seeing the weakness into the market in Polkadot, that leaves us with 2 other options. Whether we will see it continue to go higher in price, or the market will go sideways, right? So let's take a look. Let's go ahead and take this off real quick. I don't like that prediction. It was not correct. So let's go ahead and take that out. That's about 19% market loss in that particular prediction, right? So now we got that out the way, but now we understand that Polkadot is giving us more likely strength out of this environment. And I want you all to see that we don't have too far to go in Polkadot to really see weakness, right? When you look at the market in Polkadot on a 4-hour chart, you can see that we've seen some increases in price as the market in Polkadot was going up here towards $40. So yes, we would expect some selling to go on into the market in Polkadot right there around $40, which we are getting right now as of this live going on. So we need to make a determination on to how low the market in Polkadot cannot go in order for us to really see this market hit $50. Okay. So it looks to me, based off this price chart, that support needs to be maintained around $36. You're getting 12% interest right now on Polkadot off Kraken. Wow, that's crazy. So let's do this real quick on the weekly time frame. Let's take a look at the market on the weekly time frame. I like what's going on in Polkadot right here too. You know, like Brian just mentioned in the comment section, if staking is easy on Kraken and you're getting 12% interest, then there's definitely more interest and demand of this particular cryptocurrency, which emphatically, when you have supply and demand in place as an economic cycle, then of course the value of this currency will go higher in price. So the weekly time frame looks real good into the market in Polkadot. I will have to agree with all of you all who said that you see the market in Polkadot as strong. The trap is definitely letting us know based off of these two weekly. Well, let me show you this. These three weekly price bars, okay? Let me show it to you. It's definitely letting us know. These two weekly price bars right here that I got the arrows pointed to lets us know that there was selling going on in the market, right? But take a look at this current one. The market currently is closing towards the high of the bar. So all of that selling that went on in Polkadot literally is out the way now. So the demand is definitely intact into the market in Polkadot. So yeah, $50 can definitely be in the realm of possibility for Polkadot. So what we're going to do in this particular forecast, you all called it. We're going to look for the market in Polkadot to go higher in price. There's nothing in the way except for this $40 area that is really holding back the price in Polkadot. So let's see what is the percentage gains into the market if we see the market in Polkadot tag out around that $50 price. So it's about 27%. That's real doable into the market of the cryptocurrency space. 27%, you could get that in 2 days. You could get that in 1 day of price action in the cryptocurrency market right now. So I told you that in order for us to really see this market in Polkadot go higher in price, we need two things to either occur, right? We definitely need to see this market in Polkadot keep price on the left side of our ascending line. Okay. So long as that in play, the market in Polkadot will go higher. And I'm going to hold the ultimate area of support into the market in Polkadot on this prediction right here around $32. So we're going to expect the market in Polkadot to go higher in price so long as those two things are still intact. We are trending and trading alongside this ascending line. The market does not break this trend to the downside, and we hold support around $32. So I'm with everyone in the chat section that the market in Polkadot is still giving us a lot of strength, and we're going to continue to play that there. And that's it. I mean, we're already in position. We all are expecting the market in Polkadot to go higher in price based off what the trap has already dropped on the price chart. We've read his movements. All right, so that is for Polkadot. We had another artisan member wanted us to take a look at another cryptocurrency. This one is Graph. So we're going to go ahead and take a look at Graph real quick. And here it is. This is Graph right here. You guys can see we've done a price prediction into the market in Graph right now. So my question to you is though, for Graph, where do you think we're going to go? Where do you think this market in Graph is headed? You can see when we did our last price prediction into the market in Graph on March the 7th, we played the strength into the market. So now, since we obtained that, where do you think we're going to go now? Also, keep in mind, as you try to garner where you think Graph is going to go, take a look at that ascending line and take a look at where price is. Take a look at where the price currently is trading at in relation to that ascending line, because that ascending line told us that the overall trend was higher in price. So let me know real quick, where do you expect the market in Graph to go? I would say for the rest of this month, going into the first half of April. All right, so while you guys give me where you think the market in Graph is going to go, I'm going to show you all and break down and digest, how do we know that that restriction area into the market and graph is going to be around $2.20? How do we know that? Because on our prediction, that is precisely where we would have came in and taken the profit. While many people would expect the market to go over there to $2.80 or $3, you would have missed out on at least 18.5% profitability. This is how you're able to time the market. This is how you're able to get into the market and get out and wait until the next play. Unless you're a long-term trader, which, we have nothing against that except for the opportunity cost of where you can place those funds to make you more money. But in a sense, we call that restriction area. How do we know? So let me show you. Because one thing I try to really tell you all is that the market always tells us where restriction is, right? So seeing the market on a 3-hour time frame and graph, you can tell that prior to us creating this forecast into the market and graph, the trap has already established that there were some restriction points that was keeping price down, right? These were the areas right here on the 3-hour time frame that the trap was telling us that he was having issues of breaking across, even maybe around $2.10. Okay, so we have Anna stating in the comment section, it looks like it has found a level of support around $1.60, and you are on point. That is exactly correct. The market and graph has found support right there around $1.60. So let's go ahead and take this prediction off in the market. Congratulations on those who was able to call it. We have to learn how to call the market on when to get in and when to get out. So good call on that. Those who was able to see that. So now, the first thing that we need to talk about is the market in graph following the trend? Are we still seeing this market in a upward trend? The answer is no. So like Anna said in her comments, the market needs to find an area of support to where we will see the market prop itself up. And we can now take this line here and hold it for support. Okay. So now going forward, we need to understand that the trap needs to hold this price above $1.60 in order for us to even get back to any prospect of higher price, because he has already told us that. He has shown us this numerous price charts and on numerous price bars that is where support is, right? So we need to see him continue to show us that. The moment he breaks the $1.60 to the downside, we need to realize that the market is giving us weakness. We need to understand that the market is still going to go lower in price, and it might only go down to $1.40. That's the next area of support that we can see into the market and graph. Now let's look at this real quick on a 3-day time frame. As you all can tell that the volume and graph definitely is not here. It's not like what it was when it first started trading on this Binance exchange. The volume has definitely been dwindling. It's been evaporating. Where is it going? Are we not seeing many people participating in graph right now at the moment? Because this is what that is signifying. The light volume lets us know that either the selling that started all the way back here in the midpoint of February is now out of the way, which is a good thing in order for us to really see this market go higher in price. Looking at this on the 3-week time frame definitely indicates that there's still some weakness here. So depending on your time preference, if you're in it for a 3-week or longer time frame, then graph is giving us still some weakness. Now, if you're only in this particular play for 3 days, 5 days, you can actually catch the market go higher in price, but you cannot be in this play long enough in order to ride it out past 3 weeks, right? So looking at the market real quick on the 13-hour chart, I'm pretty much seeing the same thing. I'm not expecting a lot to go on into the market and graph. I wanted to show you this. This could be the possible trend that the market and graph is following, right? You see that? He is telling us already what the current trend is. And he's not trying to fool us. Many people think that the market is manipulated when it's actually not. He is dropping breadcrumbs on us every price bar we see. It's not a coincidence to see this market and graph find these areas touching this descending line. I want you all to see this, right? Take a look at that. He has confirmed this descending trend, 3 or 4 times already. So what would we expect? We would expect the market to come and find some restriction either around $2 or $1.95. Franklin writes, is it making a flat bottom triangle? You're right, Franklin. You're just right in line with Anna. Support is at $1.60 right now. But take a look at that descending line. So you guys are doing an excellent job at calling the market right now in graph. Now the question is, which one you think is more likely? Do you think the trap is going to hold support at $1.60? Or do you think he's going to find more selling and take the market lower once he brings the price right here? Do you think we're going to drop when we see that market and graph go to this descending line? We got to get ahead of the game. We got to beat everyone here, because this literally is what I'm seeing, that the market and graph is going to find some rejection around $1.95 to $2. Because this downtrend is in play right now. We've seen the market touch it 3 times already. This is going to be the 4th time. Franklin asked the question, should we expect the market to break it? What do you think would require the market to break that to the upside? Because I want you all to remember what I told you about the volume. In order for us to really break that descending line, Franklin, we will need to see the volume increase. So in actuality, I would be expecting the market to try to dump or move lower on that descending line. Somewhere around $1.90 to $2 is where I would be expecting the market to sell off a little bit and try to come back down. That's going to be the next play. So yeah, we can see the market go higher in price, but take a look at the volume on these last 2 9-hour price bars. Okay, so Anna says she believes it will break bearish. She thinks it's going to break $1.60 to the downside. And I will have to tend to agree with that. I would definitely need to see the market in graph break that descending line before I would expect us to really move higher in price, right? We would definitely have to see the market come through and break that descending line first before we be under the premise that we're going to see the market go higher. Until that time, the market is following this descending line. That is the current market confirmation so far. Why do I say that? Well, because we already got confirmation of the market finding sellers every time we try to break above it. We got rejection. So until we see that break, there's no need for us to expect the market to go high in price. All right. So Anna, I do agree with you. I'm just shorting your name because I don't want to mispronounce it. So yeah, right now we're going to expect the market in graph, even though we're holding support. You all say that the market in graph is holding support, which it is at $1.60. It has to maintain that. We really need to see confirmation of the market breaking that descending line before I would say that the market's going to go high in price. Yeah, Anna, you are exactly right. If there was more volume, I would agree with you that the trap is building up enough energy to where he can break that descending line. But currently, on these current 9-hour bars right here, the volume is coming through. We've seen an increased amount of volume, but that lets us know in the next 35 minutes, if we close on the low end of the bar and graph, we're going to try to test $1.70 and $1.60 again. So on this particular play, this will have to be watched more closely rather than on a daily to a 3-day to a weekly time frame. We have to watch this relatively close to see how the price action is going to go. Now we got an idea of what we're expecting the market to do. We're expecting them to try to come to this descending line, and he's going to try to break it. But as of this moment, he is not even winning at that. We're still seeing the market get inundated with stockpile and people trying to sell their graph at the moment, which is going to be real imperative for us to see strength in the market and graph at $1.70 and $1.60. So until we see either of those two things play out, we need to sit the sideline and wait until he gives us more information. But we definitely have an idea as to what to expect, so we don't have to rush in and actually expect the market to actually try to jump on the bandwagon, because it is still in play. He is still telling us what he's trying to do. So whichever of these lines break, whether it's to the downside on this support of 160 or this descending line to the upside to $2, that's when we need to pounce into the market and play with the market. But right now, we need to sit the sideline and let him continue to work until he breaks one of those lines. Then we'll need to come in and participate. But like Anna said, until we see a massive increase in volume that breaks this descending line, the market is going to give us more weakness. And I would be expecting us to test that $1.70, $1.60 again. That's what I'm seeing. Now, you all might see something totally different, which is excellent, which is fine. That is the point of the whole market. It's for us to all to think on our own and to see what we see and play on it. What's going on, Clayton? Coming from Great Britain. Good stuff. Hopefully we are giving you all some information that you all can utilize so you can actually look at the market yourselves, to where you won't have to spend thousands of dollars on, alerts, courses, classes, technical indicators that people try to sell to you, think is going to give you an edge into the market when it really doesn't. We don't need any of that. The market is supposed to be simplistic. It's supposed to be easy. The only thing you need in price charts is the price bars and the volume. That's it. So what we're going to do in graph, we're going to wait. We're going to wait until we see the market trap gives us more indications and more credibility as to what direction he wants to go. This is the area right here that we're watching. Okay. As we see this market and graph get close to that descending line, and we still see more selling come through, then emphatically we know that the market is going to go lower. And as we go lower on the next movement, and we still see weakness, then we know we're going to break 160 to the downside, and it's going to be 140 as the next area. So we are in a downtrend right now in graph. All right, so let's do this real quick. We're going to look at the last one from our artisan member. We're going to sit the sideline on graph real quick. But I'm still seeing that the market currently is giving us some weakness though. Now, the last one that we're going to look at is going to be Ethereum. Okay. All right, so here we are. We're looking at Ethereum at the moment. I want you all to tell me, this is the market right now in Ethereum. Give me a quick comment. What are we looking like in Ethereum? Are we strong or are we weak? So we got 30 people right now looking at this live stream. We got 16 likes. Go ahead, take a quick second, hit that like button if you guys are learning a lot into the market on how to read price charts. Just hit that like button. So Walker asked the question, does low volume usually result with bearish approach? No, it doesn't. It all depends on where price is in relation to support and restriction. Because a market that is showing low volume on support can also indicate that we're ready to move higher in price because all the selling is out the way. If you have low volume as the market is going higher and we're making all-time highs, then that lets us know that we may be seeing a little bit more weakness because the demand is not there. There's not enough market participants who are willing to purchase one of these assets at those high prices. It is very dependent on where we are in relation to price and support and restriction areas. So Legend says that the market in Ethereum is strong. Franklin said he has to go. No worries. This play will be back on YouTube. So if you miss out, you can just simply come back and watch what we talked about. Have a good one. Appreciate it though. Thanks, Franklin. Anyone else? What do you all expect the market in Ethereum to go? There's no right or wrong answers. We're just simply trying to learn how to call the markets. What would you expect the market to go? So you can see we did a prediction into the market in Ethereum, right? Back here on March the 6th, we expected the market to go higher in price, and we did. And overwhelmingly, the market trap has exceeded our ultimate TP price. We've been hovering right around $1,800, $1,850 in Ethereum. So at least we got 13.5% out the market on that call, which is excellent. Or if we were to get out right now as of this recording, that would be about, let me see, almost 17%. Excellent. This is what you expect to do into the market if you're only trying to trade the market. Okay, if you're expecting to be in the market 10 years from now, then what we're talking about is not applicable. To simply buy Ethereum at 1850 and then come back in 10 years and take a look at where price is. It might be higher, it might be lower. But for us, we're trying to grab that opportunity cost of utilizing our funds to the best point possible. Where's the best play at? And we got that right there for 17% when we did our video on Ethereum on the March 6th. Right, so we got out. Let's take that out. So we have Legend said that the market in Ethereum is strong. We out here wrote the comment. It looked like it's going to trade sideways. As Carlos think Ethereum is going to go higher in price. Walker writes, I generally feel good about Ethereum BTC just because with mainstream adoption alone and corporate FOMO. So you guys can tell based off everyone's opinions about the chart in Ethereum, we got a mixed bag. Some say market in Ethereum is strong. One says that the market in Ethereum looks to trade sideways. Clayton also says that he looks for Ethereum to go sideways and then push up to test upper resistance. And he said it depends on Bitcoin in his opinion. So let's take a look at the chart, because like I told you earlier on this live, the trap tells us everything we need to know, right? So first thing we're going to do, we're going to clean up this chart. We don't need these two lines anymore because the market in Ethereum is not utilizing it. So we make sure that our chart stay clean. So let's get rid of that line there. And we're going to take this line right here into the market in Ethereum. And we're going to use it to where we can actually benefit from it, right? So here we are. To those who said that Ethereum is strong, Legend, you're right. The market is still strong in Ethereum because this market is still utilizing that trend. So now the question is, we are now seeing the market in Ethereum trade sideways. Do you expect us to continue to trade sideways and then get more indication of strength to where we're going to break up higher? Or do you think we're going to break down lower? That's the question. So let's take a look at the market in Ethereum on a different time frame. See if we get a little bit more information. So now this is the 3-day time frame into the market in Ethereum. And generally, we are finding the market taking a pause, right? It's taking a break. It is trying to trade stagnated. It's trying to be stable until we get the next progression of movement. That's pretty much what's going on to the market in Ethereum. So now, since I said that, where do you think the restriction area into the market in Ethereum lies? Around $1,900, $1,920. So let's look at this market on the 2-day time frame. You guys can tell that the market in Ethereum, look at this. We need to talk about this price bar right here. All right. And I want you to tell me what you think happened in relation to that volume. Something happened because that volume is sticking out compared to what we've seen really in Ethereum since we were trading around, $1,725 to $1,900. Something happened. And what occurred into the market in Ethereum? I want you all to tell me. Brian writes in the comment section, I think Bitcoin will decide what Ethereum will do. Laughing out loud. Let me know. Tell me, what do you think happened on that particular 2-day price bar? This is how you're able to call the market. Clayton asked the question. I have a question for you. Do you get more information from lower time frames like the 1 hour, 4 hour, or more info from daily 3-day time frames? I get vital information on all time frames, and I look at all time frames to get a combination or a collective idea as to what the trap is trying to do. So if you're in the market, for instance, like if you're trying to day trade and you're in the market just for a short spat, then yeah, of course, you just look at the hourly time frames because you're not expecting to be in the market long. But if you're going to be in the market from 3 days, a week, maybe a month time frame, then yeah, look at the 3-day, 5-day, weekly time frame to see where you think the market's going to be at the end of that time period. So depending on what you're trying to look at into the market, when you're trying to get out the market, that's the time frame you need to be really addressing. So like if I'm looking at a play in the market for Ethereum for the next month, for the month of April, then I'll look at the 5-day, the weekly, the 3 weeks time frame. I won't look at the hourly time frames in that aspect because that's not going to give me enough information as to where we're going to be in the longer end time frame. So Anna writes, I think there is some hesitation around Ethereum because of ETH 2.0. Maybe it will continue sideways. So she's looking for the market to go sideways in Ethereum. What's going on, John? John wrote, I bought Hive expensive. What's the price right now, John, at Hive? As Carla writes that the 2-day time frame that I got highlighted with these two arrows indicates that a big buy came in. No doubt. That definitely occurred. Someone definitely came into the market and bought Ethereum. You're right, As Carlos. That's exactly right. Take a look at what As Carlos wrote. A big buy came in and only a little sell afterwards. More buys than sells would push bullish. That's why we're seeing this market in Ethereum on the following 2-day price bars not fall. Because like he said, demand came into the market in Ethereum at that 2-day price bar. That volume confirms that. So yeah, we're still seeing strength into the market in Ethereum, at least on a 2-day basis. No problem, Clayton. Many people don't understand language analysis. So I understand it might, I appreciate it being useful for you. It all depends on when you try to get out the market. And that's one thing many people don't emphasize when they're looking at charts or when they participate in cryptocurrency space or even in stock market or commodities. They don't explain to you when to get out the market. If you're in it for the 5-year, long-term, 10 years, okay, grab the market, purchase at whatever price the current price is, and just leave. Don't come back and look at the market again because you're not expecting the price to do anything at least until the next 10 years. All right, so like what As Carlos wrote, he is right. Somebody came into the market under the premise that they're looking for Ethereum to go higher in price. That is precisely what occurred. So now we can use that to our benefit because the information is there. Because on this 2-day price bar, this is when the market tried to drop, right? But we got even more volume on a smaller spread. So Ethereum is still strong. John Hughes writes, it will go up though. Love this channel. Appreciate that, John. Thank you. Sunset Yellow writes, do you mentor and where do I sign up? We don't have a mentorship program just yet. We're still in the process of creating a class, a course, to where all you need to utilize is language analysis into the market. Thanks, John. Appreciate that comment. So now let's take a look at this. We're looking for the market in Ethereum to go high in price. Now, the question that I'm asking you all is, okay, we got the direction as to where the market in Ethereum is anticipated to go, right? Now, at what price do you all think Ethereum is going to go before we see more selling? We need to try to time where do we expect to see the market switch over from people trying to push the price higher to where it's going to go lower in price. Where do you all think that price is? Are we looking around $2,000? Do you think the market's going to go higher than that? So look at the varying different time frames, the 2-day, the 5-day, the 3-day, the weekly time frame to get an idea. Okay. So this is our last indication as to where the selling came in, right there. The high on that particular weekly price bar was at $2,036.80. Hey, what's going on, Walker? We usually live stream only on the weekends, but we do daily videos every day. So Amir writes 1900 max. Anna writes around 2000. Clayton has 1900. So even though we're seeing the strength into the market, you all can tell based off everyone's comments that we're not really seeing the market strength come in Ethereum to where we would expecting it to make all-time highs, right? So are you all not expecting the market in Ethereum to make all-time highs? So around 2000, it's still about 8%. Like, you could grab that. That's pretty good profit, into the market in Ethereum, especially if it comes in and make it real quick. If we get that tomorrow, that would even be better. But I'm like you all. I'm not really seeing the market amped to see higher price in Ethereum, not at this particular moment. Okay. But yes, we understand that the overall direction into the market in Ethereum is higher price. Okay. And you can even tell on an hourly time frame that is restriction, $1,900. I think John wrote that. Clayton wrote that. I'm sorry. Clayton and Amir both wrote $1,900, and I think I would be in agreement with what they wrote. That is where restriction will come into the market, or we can expect to see some selling. Now take a look at these volume bars down here. This is the 13-hour time frame, and we can actually tell what the market in Ethereum is trying to do based off that volume. Bring this up higher. Okay, so look at that in relation to where the market is. Right? Look at these volume price bars at the bottom with the price bars at the top. Okay. So we can see here that definitely there were some market support coming in Ethereum around $1,760, $1,800. $1,900, $1,880 in fact can be an area of selling as well. Yeah, Mir writes a lot of resistance lately. King David writes, I hope that Ethereum goes up to around $3,000 to $10,000, but the gas fees is hindering the pump. You are exactly right, King. Ask Carlos, thank you. I'm so happy to be correct. Get a membership, please. Hey, this is how you're able to do it on your own. We're not here to try to be a crush to no one. We want everyone to have the ability to read the markets on their own so that they can make their own rash decisions on when to get in and when to get out. Because if I was to be the one to tell you when to buy, I also need to be the one to tell you when to get out the market. And that is hard to do for every individual. So yeah, we'll get a membership started for you all. Brian Murphy writes, why do you use those bars over candles? Because for me, I get more information off of the bars rather than candles. Candles just simply clog up the price chart, right? It just looks distorted to me when I use candles. So I just use bars rather than candles because it's just, for me, it just doesn't give me enough information as to how it reads in relation to the price bars. With price bars, I could tell when the market first started on the hourly time frame, right? On this 13-hour bar right here, I could tell where the open price was. I could tell how low it went. I could tell how high it went, and then I tell where it closed. It's just that easy to me. But yeah, there's no difference. I mean, you can use bars, candles in order to get the same type of information. All right, so what we're going to do, we are going to play the strength into the market for Ethereum. But like you all said, maybe around $1,900 to $2,000 would be that area of restriction. We really need to see the volume in Ethereum break those price levels in order for us to really see the bullishness occur. And we're not there yet. Okay. So yeah, we are still in a strength mode in Ethereum based off the volume that you see occurred on these 3-day price bars. 15th, 16th, and the 17th, we've seen the volume really increase in Ethereum, which lets us know that someone is still trying to push this price higher, right? So we will come into the market and skim off a little bit of profitability around 1900, which is on about 3%. But hey, that's the opportunity cost of money. We can at least place a little bit of money there, come into the market real quick, grab it out, and go to the next play. Or like you all said, around $2,000, which will be around 8%, which we'll take that too. But usually I'm gonna give you all a heads up, okay? Even though Anna and as Carlos writes, it's a psychological level, $2,000, don't ever place any of your exit or entry positions on even numbers, right? So you want to do either a little bit over or a little bit under that $2,000 level, maybe around like 1975, not exactly on $2,000, because the trap knows that. He sees the books. He knows where the demand level is. He knows where the supply level is. So everyone who places, they take profit levels on the market exchange, stop loss, take profit, wherever the case may be, he sees all of that information. So you need to mentally keep that into your head. Don't place that into the market itself. Don't place a stop loss. Don't place a take profit level in the market. You need to know that into your own mind as to, okay, if the market goes to this particular price, I'll take profit. Or if the market goes below this price, I'll get out. Don't show that on the price chart, because that is precisely what the trap will do. He'll take the market all the way down to your stop loss right before the market goes higher. All right, so make sure you know that. Those are just some of the tips of the trade that the trap trying to utilize to catch us in some bad positions. Okay, so we're going to continue to play the strength into the market in Ethereum. You all stated the same thing. I saw the same thing. And we all said maybe around $1,900 to $2,000, right? So that's what we're going to do. We're going to continue to follow this market in Ethereum to the upside. And we're going to be a little bit more vigilant as the market in Ethereum goes high in price. 1,900, 2,000. That's where we at. Okay. So that's about it. Those were the 3 charts that our artisan members want us to look at. Like I said earlier, if you all want to participate on some other charts, definitely become an artisan member, and we'll go ahead and take a look at those charts, because usually what we do, we go ahead and send out a community post only to our artisan members to gauge on what charts they are interested in looking at during our lookout live stream session. And those were the 3 charts that our artisan members want us to check out. So if you want to participate in that as well, then go ahead and hit that join button next to the subscribe button on this particular channel. Before I go, we got 23 likes, 48 people, 51 people looking at this view on this live. Hit the like button, right? We're trying to expand this knowledge, this information into reading price charts all without being confused, to make sure that we capitalize on where price is going to go. All right, let me move this over. And that's it. We're in position on those 3 cryptocurrencies. One, we were going to wait. We're going to set the sideline on graph. But for Polkadot and Ethereum, let's run that through real quick. We're looking for Ethereum to go high in price. And then for Polkadot, we all stated that we're looking for the market in Polkadot to go higher in price as well. And many people in the comment section said they were looking around $50 as the ultimate TP price. So we're going to be on the lookout for that. All right. So that's it. Again, thank you all for taking out the small opportunity, taking out the time to watch this live stream. Hopefully we have given you all some information, some nuggets that you can do as you look at any other charts. And again, we'll do this every weekend to look at the market and be on the lookout from what the trap is trying to do. Thank you all. Appreciate it. As always, make sure you maintain that profitability and trade different.